The World Pension Summit on Africa, which began today in Abuja, has been witnessing noteworthy remarks from speakers in attendance, while the organizers of the conference harp on the need for African governments to collaborate with pension fund professionals for social security. President Goodluck Jonathan, who declared the summit open, stated that his administration will continue to protect the current reforms of the scheme. The summit, which also aims at redefining the future of the pensions industry in Africa, is being used as a tool to provide solutions to long-term investment opportunities.
World Pension Summit in Africa, and gathered here are the pension fund administrators and custodians across the world. Seated amongst them are also some of the cabinet members of the federal government of Nigeria and some governors. The event begins with an insight into the focus of the summit, and this was conveyed by the organizers of the forum.
During this summit, we shall attempt to set out what could be considered a set of challenges that pension professionals and regulators around Africa must surmount in order to engender the evolution of a retirement pension system that will be rooted in our collective social consciousness. We need systems that are relevant to the fundamental needs of our continent and which are dynamic enough to initiate and also respond to developmental challenges facing the continent in an increasingly interdependent global economy.
This first summit will give attention to the future of African pension schemes, dilemmas on investment policies, for example, investment in infrastructure and real estate. We talk about risk management, social security reform, regulatory issues, reputation of pensions and technology in pension, and much more.
Africa is young, Africa is eager, Africa is dynamic and innovative, and by having these kind of meetings, we'll make the difference. Meetings where we share our expertise and developments and align best solutions. And in my view, Africa could really evolve fast as a state-of-the-art continent regarding social security and retirement management.
The coordinating Minister of the Economy and Minister of Finance, Okonjo-Iweala, seized the opportunity to highlight the need to fund economic growth with the growing pension asset.
We are yet to fully harness the potential of pension funds as a source of development, especially in infrastructure where the financing gaps are huge and where long-term financing is required. With over $70 trillion in assets in 2013, institutional investors like pension funds have the muscles to invest in real productive assets and to drive growth.
Next, President Goodluck Jonathan mounts the stage to declare the summit open. In his message to Africa, he illustrates with the example of Nigeria.
In 10 years of sustained policy innovation and meticulous management, these have facilitated confidence and credibility in our pension system and administration. It also strengthened our pension institutions as we transit from a deficit of about 2 trillion naira then, that's about $12.9 billion, in 2004 to accumulate pension assets of over 4.21 trillion naira. As we commit to share experiences and seek growth, let me conclude by emphasizing that the protection of pension assets for the payment of retirement benefits as and when due should always be our paramount objective.
The World Pension in Africa is built to last 2 days. During this period, the professionals and government officials are expected to deliberate on regulatory issues for the adoption of best practice for the industry.